You would see why very soon. Oh, okay. It's letting us know that it's recorded.
Yeah.
Beautiful. On occasion, my colleague, Funshaw, will help me in areas where, I would require much more insight to be shown to you. And yeah, let's start. So I'll share my screen. Okay. Funshaw, can you help me confirm that my screen is visible?
Yes, your screen is visible, Shay.
Yeah, sure, it is visible. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Awesome. So let's actually, go through some basic information before we get into the meat of the matter. So basically, I will introduce you to Power Apps, and we'll look at how to build an app. A simple one, not too crazy, but then of course, I can take your questions and then we can go from there. So, over here, we're going to learn how to basically, view Power Apps as a business changer, something that adds value to businesses and not something that just takes money from businesses and then not add value at all. We'll look at how Power Apps, works, and of course, see the different options for you to, make your first Power App. Okay, so before even building anything, I'm going to go through the entire Power App sections and space just to show you around one or two things before I start building anything at all. Okay, so Power Apps is supposed to be a low or no code platform for building apps. What it means is when anyone thinks apps, they start thinking JavaScript, C Sharp, Java, Python, on the rest. But what Microsoft has done is for internal facing development. I have to make it sure because some people think Power Apps is something that you can use to create apps and then store it on Android store or Apple Play Store. No, this Power Apps is meant for internal business applications. Okay, so therefore, where instead of people going or being stuck to their systems, okay, they are now, empowered to work from their mobile applications or even tablets. Okay, putting in data, doing a lot of information gathering, and of course, a little bit of analysis that now happens on the background. Okay, um, connect to over 300 plus data sources to Power Apps. Power Apps does not only connect to, should I say, Microsoft databases alone. What I mean by databases is SharePoint, Outlook, Excel, SQL database. No, sometimes you can connect to Facebook, you can connect to, I think, Twitter.
Twitter. Yeah, Twitter.
Yeah, you can connect to Oracle, I think.
Yeah.
There's SAP, there's SAP, there's Trello, Twilio, different sorts of connectors that you have, which we will also show you in a couple of minutes. But like I said, it's for internal business applications. So let's try and differentiate between that. So you have different kind of Power Apps. You have the Power Apps for mobile phones. You have and the tablets. You have the model-driven apps that basically are web-driven. Okay, and mostly they are the database that you can use for model-driven apps is sort of fixed because that's provided to you by the Power Platform. Then, of course, you have portals. That's external facing ones now in terms of customers. So they are like external facing websites that customers can go input one or two things and then that information gets drawn into either model driven apps or another database that Canvas apps can actually work on. we will be focusing mainly on Canvas apps in this session, because model-driven apps and portals, they are like something else. But well, if you're thinking of joining Tek Experts, it's what we do, and it's Tek Experts that actually grew to even understand most of these things. So it's an exciting way for you to think about in terms of progressing your skill set going forward. Okay, so of course there's the AI builder, which is artificial intelligence that you can now add to your Power Apps or your applications. Say for example, you have an inventory that you've been manually imputing every time. Just by using AI Builder, you can build an app to scan your inventory, and as it's scanning the inventory, it's counting the inventory at the same time. So it has removed from you the time that you're actually using to build on the time that you use to manually impute data. So it's exciting things are happening. So watch that space. All right. Not only has Power Apps come in to transform businesses, it has come to transform lives. Okay. There's this individual called Samit. I think he was a security officer, and he discovered Power Apps. He started playing with it, dabbling with it, and then he now discovered that, hey, let me start using Power Apps to, make some input to Heathrow Airport in the UK. Now, he has now been transformed to an IT innovation specialist. I think that's his new role, where he helps to build apps in conjunction with other black belt users like him for, replacing tons and tons of paperwork. Instead, he has actually automated them with the Power Apps. So it's exciting, it's great, and it is very, very cool for him, because not only has it transformed him from a security worker, okay, it has also helped to increase his value within the Heathrow Airport. And I doubt that they will want to do things without him because of his knowledge on the application. So just reinforcing the idea that it is low code. Anybody can learn Power Apps. Now, of course, does it mean that our developers are in danger? No. There is a very, very nice sweet spot for you to still hold your ground called custom connectors. But if you're thinking of coming to Tek Experts, that's how you would know. So, okay. I'll build an app in a moment, okay? But let's continue through the slides so that I can talk to some other things. So, like I said, we'll be focusing more on Canvas apps, right? So these are the basic elements. I'll walk you through them. I'll walk you through the studio, the galleries, forms, input controls, intelligent controls, and functions. We'll get through all of that. So we'll build the Power App. We'll connect to a data source, explore the generated app, install the app on the device, explore the app, and go on. All right. So now, these are different functions. So instead of using what you call code or JavaScript or whatever it is that you use in the normal coding world, what Microsoft calls, should I say code, is expressions. So if you are very good at Excel, expressions or Excel functions, you're good to go on Power Apps. That's how crazy it is. But we'll show you more in a moment. Okay, that's it for the presentation. I just want to go straight into the application itself. One moment, please. Looking for where it is. All right. Can everyone still see my screen? Okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay, just checking my network to see if it's okay. All right. So, this is the Power Apps, and how to navigate to it is from what you call the Office 365 dashboard. Okay, so Office 365, of course, is Microsoft's productivity suite. And the Power Platform has, of course, comes as a part of free licenses or premium licenses, depending on the level of, should I say, access you want on the Power Platform. All right, so in navigating to the Power Platform, I think, let me refresh this.
The icon has changed, so you need to scroll down.
Yeah, I've scrolled down actually.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
can
fine.
expand all apps.
Where is that?
Yeah, that's it.
This?
Yeah, that one.
All right, awesome. So this is the Power Apps. Is my screen covered by my face and your, or can you guys see my screen okay? Because my screen is a bit covered.
I can see the entire screen of the PC, the content.
All right, cool. All right, no problem. Okay, so from there we click on Power Apps, and here we are. Okay. Now this is like the Power Apps dashboard. We are not even in the studio yet, but here we have access to different stuff that we can actually configure for the Power Apps. We have where we can see the list of applications that we've built. You can create one. If you want to manage where your data is coming from or the kind of data that you are connected to, it is here. If you have any what flows, that's a totally different story. But if I would explain flow, now imagine if you have a repetitive action you do every day. Okay, that is, you wake up in the morning, you go to work, and you check emails that come from, say, for example, your boss. And all you have to do is to tell your boss, acknowledged. Okay. So rather than do that yourself every time, Flows or Power Automate allows you to set triggers that then, when they meet some conditions, you can set an action, okay, to then automate that particular manual thing that you've been doing before. So you can look into it later. It's called Power Automate. Interesting stuff. You have chatbots. They are called Power Virtual Agents, but basically, the chatbots is just a lot of question trees, okay, that you have answers to, depending on the options that you've set. The customer gets thrown into another question tree, okay? That's a totally different aspect of the Power Platform. Of course, there's also the AI Builder, okay, which I talked about. So you can build different, sorry, one moment, please. Let me go here. AI Builder. Okay, just to give you an insight into it. Funshu, how am I doing with time? How much time do I have left?
Yeah, we're running out of time soon.
Okay, all right then. So basically we have these different kind of AI information category classification in terms of categorizing text, form processing. If you want to extract information after you've actually scanned documents, interesting, right? Object detection, say recognize and count things in images. Remember what I was talking about, inventory to you guys, and of course prediction as well. So predicting whether something will happen. Interesting. So you can build your own AI models from within the Power Apps. Really, really exciting. So now let's talk about, or let's create an app. Okay, a very simple application. Now, I'm going to start from data. So I have this sample Excel sheet here. Okay. Now, normally, if I want to input data into this Excel sheet, all I need to do is to go to the last, okay, the last data here. Let's see, page down. All right, and then impute data to have a new item. But what if I don't want to do this? I want to do this using an application. Okay, so what I can do is I can use Power Apps to create a form that will allow me to have a much better, should I say, approach into doing this. And also, I can share that app with dozens of people, so I'm not the only one having access to impute data on this Excel sheet. So I have gone ahead to upload this Excel sheet onto my online drive. And if you open it, it's still going to show you, oh, sorry, my internet connection is unstable. I hope it becomes more stable. So here you have, of course, this table, the information that I got from the information that I uploaded from my laptop to OneDrive. Now, I can start from data. Okay, I click on Excel Online. It's now transferring me to the studio. Okay, and then you can see I've already connected to OneDrive for Business, and then I now have my Excel sheet. I click on my Excel sheet, and it asks me for the table that I want to connect to. I have only one table in that Excel sheet, so I'll choose this one. And then I'm going to connect. So when I start from data, the Power Apps is so smart that it actually creates 3 screens for me. It creates a screen that will view a list of all the records, how to actually view one record at a time, and then edit one record at a time. Okay, so skip. So I believe you all can see my screen. So this is what you call the Power Apps Studio. Okay, and it's so intuitive. Like, you have the home screen. Then, of course, when you are building, if you want to add a new screen, it's here. New labels, buttons, text, input in terms of drop down text, even if you want to have a signature page. So this comes in handy for people that want to, say, for example, build field applications that will allow people to go into the field, takes should I say orders from customers, and then you say, okay, fine, please take and sign in this aspect here for businesses. So you don't need a developer for that. You yourself, you can develop it. Okay. The drop down, combo box, all of that. Even the timer if you want to, or rating or slider for numbers if you want to. Very, very intuitive. Galleries are where you use to view data. So you want to see a list of data, you use galleries. Data tables, of course. Yeah, I'm going to go and click on that. I do not need the data table at this time. So I can press delete. So it's so intuitive that you even using your keyboard, you can actually you can even, manipulate the look and feel of, what you see. All right. You can add pictures, barcode scanner, videos, stream, maps, view in 3D. It's giving you the power to create an app using logic. Pretty much that's it. Then, of course, you can add Power BI tiles if you want to expand that app to make it a bit more analytical. Then when you're building the app, it's very intuitive. It gives you a lot of icons to play with. A lot of icons to play with. I do not even believe you need any more than what's available here, because it's so expansive and you can use it for a lot more things. You can also build your new components. Say, for example, you don't want to have this header, for example. You don't want to start creating it on multiple screens, one by one. You can have them built as components. Then when you want them, you can just click on a button and all of this at this header here, you have all of that go on the next screen, which makes the building of your app a lot faster. You can add your AI builder, and now, very recently, you can now add mixed reality. But then I'm not going to go into that. So we built an app, okay? So what exactly has been built for us? This is what you call a gallery. And that gallery is allowing us to see the individual, should I say, is going to allow us to see the individual items that we've built. So when we want to see this app work in actuality, we can do what you call a preview. So this is how the app should look, either on our laptop, on our phones, when we are actually using it for real, okay? So say, for example, this is the first item here. We can click on it. So you can see the different aspects of this app. You can see the data here, and it corresponds to what we have in Excel for this Albania. Let's sort it ascending. All right. So you have Albania here. You have the order date, which you can see, the ship date, the costs, and other information here. One moment. Okay. So you can see all the information here. So what if I want to edit this information? What will happen? So Microsoft has, or Power Apps has intuitively given me this particular item, which I click on, and then I can fill in my information here. What if I don't want Albania, and what if I want to change this to Nigeria, for example? And I press click. Okay, so the information is locked. I have to look at that later. But anyway, let's try and create a new information. Oh, one moment, please. I think this is my fault. I need to.
Yeah, it's maybe it should not be
So,
open.
yeah, I know. I got that. Okay, let's go to Albania again. Let's try and edit it. Let's go to Nigeria. All right. So if I look for the Nigerian one, you see it has changed it to Nigeria. And how we would know is that other date. So, but immediately when I change a value, since it's ascending by the country is the index value. So it's sorting it alphabetically. So immediately throws it down the list. Okay. So yeah, and it also gives us a way to search for data here. And if we want to create a new value, say the country is Ghana, the item type, D, put in data here for today, okay?
So this is also a date inbuilt functionality.
Yes, it picked the automatic, it picked the date automatically. Okay, so order ID, order priority, region is Africa, sales channel, I don't remember what it is, but I can just pick any dates. All right, so, okay, so let's go back into this. All right, so you go and find the last data. it should be Ghana. Yeah. Here's the last information that we put in here. Okay. And all the data that we put here, that's 20, you can see 25th of September, the order ID. So basically, imagine now you can now share this particular app. You can share this particular app to appear on my phone, and I can put in data, and then it can go to the Excel sheet, and I'm using the Excel sheet as a database. So, I mean, with just this simple demo, I mean, you can see the power of Power Apps. Now, there's something I want to show you guys, all right, which is the different connectors. You can see all these connectors here: Adobe, Amazon, Asana, Azure, Bing, Blogger, Business Central, Microsoft Tool, Cloud Massive. I want to go to much more interesting things. I think there's WordPress, there's Gmail, there's GitHub, there's Google Drive, there's LinkedIn, there's Mail, there's MailChimp. What else do we have here? Let me search for. There's Facebook, there's Oracle database. There's a lot of information here. And then of course, you know, don't forget Power Automate. So if I did something right and I want to fetch information from somewhere and even update this Power Apps, I should be able to do so. So not only am I able to put in data capture, I can automate data change as well. So I believe, let's see, let's share. I believe that I've actually, you know, shown more than enough to whet enough appetite on what Power Apps can do, and yeah, and the the possibilities. I've just shown you like just the tip of the iceberg because it's actually a lot. The AI aspect, you know, a lot of things. So yeah, Funsho, I don't know if you have any like one or two things to add to what I've said.
Okay, thank you very much. I must say that this is actually an expose. There is more and more to actually learn, and also coming into Tech Expert gives you the hands-on to actually interface directly with these technologies. You understand it, you consume the resources, you also get to see the extent at which customers are actually using this platform. And that gives you more confidence to know that there is a lot that could actually be achieved from the Microsoft business application platforms. So this is just one of them that we have shown to you today under the Power Platform. There are numerous number of them. So joining Tech Experts actually gives you the opportunity to actually touch base with each and every of this technology. So it's really going to be an interesting journey. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are lots and lots of things to uncover. So thank you very much, Shay, for this wonderful expose.
No problem. So do we have any questions from the audience? Okay, somebody raised their hand. Who? No, you can just honesty, Chukwemeka. Yes, please, you can ask your question. Just unmute your mic and speak.
Okay, I think someone just dropped the question in the chat, in the Q&A section.
Okay, let's see. Q&A chat. How does one join Tek Experts? Okay, I think, okay. Honesty, is that your question? Okay. All right. So we'll leave the joining of Tek Expert to our colleague who's moderating this. But for Oluwasegun Ojedokun, thank you so much for the question. So the function of Power Apps is really to make the work of businesses easier. So say, for example, now you have 5 systems or 5 solutions, and you always need to be at your seat before you are able to work on those particular solutions. What if you can, and the only thing you do on those solutions is you fill just one form? Okay. The question now is this: what if you can bring all those individual forms, right, and put them on one app that will have like 5 screens? And if you want to fill an information from one solution, you can go to just one app or one screen, fill, and go. So it basically makes business processes faster in terms of operations. That's what Power Apps does. Applications work for data capture and data analysis. Okay, so the Power Apps makes data capture and data analysis 10 times faster and easier too, rather than just tying you down to one system. Now, Adu AO, good morning to you too. So basically, in order for you to be able to use the Power Platform or the Power Apps, you need to have a Microsoft Office 365 account. Okay? So a company Office 365 or a work or school Office 365 account will do.
Yeah, and you could even create a trial
account,
trial plan account. Yeah, so you can just go to make.powerapps.com. So when you get to make.powerapps.com, you would see start or try free. So on clicking that, it's actually create an account for you. Then you can log on and start development.
Right. All right. So I've answered Oluwasegun and Ojedokun. Using this platform to sync data, will the internet be used intermittently? I understand what you're saying. For now, okay, because the desktop version, okay, that could be built and then synced when of course there's no data. It was this, I'm not sure of its use at the moment, but you need to always be online.
Yeah, Shay.
Yeah.
Could I quickly share my screen to show them the device ordering app so they could see how far they could go with the Power Platform?
Okay, no problem. Okay, while that is happening, good morning. Okay, can Power App connect and extract data from Tableau, R, and Java? Okay, I know R can be used to manipulate data on Power BI. Okay, I'm not so sure of Tableau. Give me just one moment while I check that for you.
Okay, so while Shay is checking that, okay, this is opening in the Edit Studio, which is actually a drag and drop side of the platform, whereby you can make modifications to the app. Then this is me playing the app directly.
Hmm. Okay. For that Q&A question from Gafar Salam, no, there's no Tableau connection. However, if the information that you're using or should I say your data source from to Tableau can actually probably be Oracle DB, SQL Server, or Excel, SharePoint, wherever it is that you're picking the information from to Tableau. I believe that information can actually be taken directly into the Power Apps. If, of course, the database is one of the connections that's available. Also, for sure, I think you can do custom connections to some databases, yes?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
So far,
So,
the API is exposed, and it has an API documentation that could be consumed. It's possible.
it's very possible. Okay. However, I would suggest, Gafar, that you please try these things first before making it. Should I say before you make promises to customers, because there might be some limitations there. So it's very, very important that you test them. It is possible to get information, but how much information, how fast, and in terms of volume of information that you get or work on part time, now that may differ. So that's why I require you to try it. Meletio Zigbokwe, is Power Apps only meant for 365 suites, or can you use it outside of the platform? Yes, it is meant for the 365 suite, but you can connect to other applications outside of the platform. Okay, like I said, you can't monetize it. Okay, it's done within an organization. So the value of this is if you're in, say, a sales team, and you want to be able to, should I say, automate some of their processes that I think takes too much time, you'll be able to, should I say, display your value by using this application. Okay. Ogunsheye Michael. Using this platform to, okay, I've already answered. Nick Chigioke. Can Power App integrate with other applications? Of course, yes. I mean, it has the connections to almost over 400 applications. Okay, so I believe, and of course, there's also different ways by which you can do some integration, that you can have some middleware in between Power Apps and the application that you currently use. So yes, definitely you can do that. So thanks for that question. It's a good question. Okay.
So I think I can stop sharing now.
Yes. Olaiwola, please, could you take the question about how one joins Tech Expert, please?
Okay, thank you very much for that one, Shay. So we have a recruiter here who would also be engaging everybody here on the possibilities of joining Tech Experts. And she will not just only be talking to you about how you can join Tech Experts, but she'll be talking to you about available roles here at Tech Experts, once we're done with the workshop. So we already have somebody who would actually manage those type of questions. So once she comes on, she would answer those questions. Shay, mic
Okay.
check? Okay.
All right. Yeah. So I'm pretty much done. No other questions are coming in, and we're short for time. So yeah, we've done.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much for that one. I need to have my camera back. Okay, thank you very much for that one, Shay. For those of you who might have enjoyed this session, please, signify by maybe putting an emoji in the chat or just signifying that you had a fantastic session, so that we know to keep, this session again for the for next week. So I think I have 3 other people's hands up. I have Honesty Chukwemeka's hand up. There is Meletios Ibokwe. They have their hands up. Do you guys by any chance have questions? I'm just going to allow you to talk because I want to believe that you have questions. So, Honesty? Okay, Honesty, you're here now. Do you have a question? Mic check, Honesty. Okay, I think we lost Honesty there. Okay, that's not a problem. So the next thing here for us is for us to have the recruiter talk to us about the possibilities of joining Tech Experts. And I just need 1 minute to add her to this call.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, Honesty is here now. Good morning, Honesty.
Right, good morning, Mr. Sheyi and Mr. Fonshaw. Thank you very much for this exposure. Please, I'm trying to log on to the make.powerapp.com and it's telling me I can log on. I'm trying to, so I'm finding it hard to log on. Is there any site link that you can give to us that we can log on to create the Power App?
Okay, give me 1 second.
Have you tried to create a trial account?
A trial account? Is it on Office 365 or
Yes,
on Microsoft?
it's on Office 365.
No, I've not tried, but the link you just sent to us, the make.powerapp.com.
Yeah, it should actually, if you don't have access to an Office 365 account, it should take you to a page where you now start the process of creating a trial account. But Funshaw will give you a better link where you can actually start it from scratch.
All right, thank you very much for that answer.
No problem.
Let me wait.
All right, cool. Thank you very much for that question, Honesty. We're going to have one of our recruiters. Her name is Olufemi Oredeyin. And she's going to be talking to us about the opportunities at Tech Experts and why you should you should apply to join us and whatnot. So whatever questions you might also have for her, please leave it in the question and answer section, and then she'll be very happy to answer to that question. Olufemi, you have the floor now. Please engage.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, Shay. Good morning, Funshaw. Good morning, Mui and Oshoba. If you have questions, sorry for joining a bit late. I'll take your questions now. If you have questions, like Oshoba said, you can drop them in the message box, and we'll pick it from there and then answer your questions.
Fantastic, Femi. But Femi, in the meantime, do you mind talking to them about Tech Experts and the opportunities, that lie in Tech Experts? I know that we currently have openings in the Dynamics line of business. So if there are other opportunities that people can actually tap, I think it would be nice for us to just mention them here. Take that advantage.
Okay. Thank you so much, Oshoba. So I'll do a brief intro majorly. We are a leading global provider of technical support and consulting service on behalf of some of our clients, one of which is Microsoft, and we have Micro Focus as well. Now, we take intense pride in helping companies handle their business operations by delivering unrivaled levels of business and IT support throughout the whole customer life cycle. Now, our clients also know that our business is always that their business rather is always in safe hands, and their customers are always cared for. Now, we work 365 days, 24/7 at Tech Experts. I'll do a breakdown. As of today, we are in different continents of the world. we are in Europe, we are in Asia, we are in the Americas, we are in Africa as well. So when Nigeria is probably going to sleep, then other continents, other tech expert sites in other continents are probably awake at that time. So it moves from one site to the other. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by 365 days at 24 hours work. Now we also run a shift system of work. We work morning shift, afternoon shift, and night shift. Now for the morning shift, we have the 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Afternoon shift, we have 1 p.m. to 10 p.m., 3 p.m. to 12 midnight, and then for the night shift, we have 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. Now, this is broken down across a different line of businesses. For Microsoft, we support businesses like technologies rather, like Microsoft Azure, Microsoft Dynamics, and Microsoft Office 365. So the different shifts cut across the different line of businesses. Okay. Yes, we are currently in Victoria Island, Oniru. We also in different. We are also in different sites across the globe. Like I mentioned, you can find out more about our different sites across different parts of the world on our website. Then there are many benefits uh, of working at Tech Experts, but then I'll go to our core values before we go to the benefits. Now, we have 4 core values. We have the extra mile, we have stronger together, we have knowledge matters, and customer first. Now, for the extra mile, we go the extra mile to support new projects, new adventures, new assignments, because we see value in exceeding expectations. We are performance driven. We always try to exceed expectations. For stronger together, we collaborate and support. Now, collaboration and support is critical to how we develop as a team, very critical. So you're never alone. It's a journey, and you are never alone. You have people that are willing and ready to collaborate with you, people that are willing and ready to support you every step of the way. Then we have knowledge matters. Now, our experience and expertise is precious, and then we take pride in sharing it with our clients and customers. And then for us that work internally as well, we take pride in sharing knowledge. You know, no man is an island. You don't know it all. For everything you know, someone would know more, someone might know less. So we take pride in sharing knowledge so that we can all be at par at different levels in what we do. Then the 4th core value is customer first. The customer experience and customer success is also very key, very, very key for us. We take pride in ensuring that our customer service, our business and IT services are top notch. When we have SLAs, when we have deliverables, we take pride in meeting them and exceeding them. Then we have different benefits of working at Tech Experts. There was a recent survey by Jobberman. We were ranked 67th in the top 100 and the 7th best in the technology industry in Nigeria. We have a stunning work environment and a fantastic culture. We have global exposure as well. We have access to trainings and developments in Microsoft and Micro Focus Technologies, one of our other clients. We have an health insurance, AXA Mansard. We have a statutory pension scheme. We have the 13th month, career growth. We have subsidized transportation system as well. So that's majorly a brief intro to what we do at Tech Experts, the benefits, and of course, our core values.
Cool. Thank you very much for that very, very detailed explanation of who we are, what we do, and how people can join us. For those of you here who might be interested in opportunities at Tech Experts, you can also visit our website at www.tech-experts with an s.com, and then you go to the careers part to check for something that suits you. We're very excited about this. I think we have one more question here. I'm sorry, I need to read this out to you, Shay. So someone was asking, could your organization provide us a lab to test and practice all you have just told us? I think I know the response to that, but I'll let Shay respond to that since the question was directed to him. Shay, do you mind taking that one?
Hi. Very, very good question. try and get into Tech Expert, and then we'll talk.
I love it.
but but the information is available online. Okay, in terms of the ways to actually work on the Power Apps. So if you go to learn, I think .microsoft.com, or is it learning? Let me be sure. All right. So when you go there, you can just search for the Power Apps and you can start learning one at a time. It gives you all the information that you require. Okay. So, and as a matter of fact, it might give you an edge over other people that are applying, because then by the time you're ready and you want to apply, at least when we ask you questions, you'll be able to answer. So that's great.
Fantastic. Thank you for that response, Oluwaseyi. So you heard it from him. If you're very interested in using the lab, join Tech Experts first, and then you have everything available to you. I think one thing that we've also failed, I have actually failed to mention, is that our Tech Experts were actually very, very particular about continuous growth. Right? We actually believe that we actually believe in the lifelong journey of learning, and for people who are tech experts, we're always investing in ensuring that they are improving in whatever technologies you know they're currently skilled at. So without saying so much more, seeing how we don't have any more question, I'd like to call it a day, guys. But before then, thank you very, very much for joining this technical workshop. It's the first of many to come. Follow us on social media. On Twitter, it's Tech Experts Live. On Instagram, it's Tech Experts Nigeria. And yeah, look out for more info from us. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Shay, for managing this session. Thank you, Funsho, for coordinating as well. And Femi, thank you very much for enlightening them about opportunities at Tech Experts.
No problem. One last thing. Our finance department also uses some of these applications for the last question that I didn't answer. So yeah. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Olayola, for allowing me to, should I say, facilitate for today. It's an honor, and looking forward to more collaborations.
Yeah,
Thank
sure
you.
thing. Sure thing. Thank you very much. Funsho, Femi, thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.